Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are fine and safe at home in this COVID 19 period. Welcome to yet another session of EVS. This is the last chapter of our half yearly syllabus, the chapter 11. In this chapter, we are going to learn about water. So, the chapter's name is We All Need Water. With the help of this, you can find out what are we going to study in this chapter. Let's see. First of all, we are going to learn about the importance of water. Water is the most precious thing on earth. It is essential for all the living beings which are on earth. Here on the screen, you can see the three pictures: the picture of a flower, an animal drinking water, and a boy also drinking water. So, with this, you can find it out that water is needed by plants for their growth and for their living. Animals also need water for their living. They drink water and uh, use water for bathing also, and human beings also need water for their living. Now, here comes the uses of water. Water is the most important requirement for all living beings on earth. We human beings, when we wake up in the morning, we use water for brushing our teeth, for taking a bath, for drinking, for cleaning the house, for cleaning the utensils, and for cooking. Along with this, water is also used by firemen to put out a fire when any building catches fire. So you can see how water is important for us. As I said you earlier, that water is needed by plants for their living and for their growth. Along with this, water is also needed by animals. There are certain animals who live in water. Such animals are called aquatic animals. Let me explain you once again. Aquatic animals are the animals which live in water. They cannot survive without water for a minute. So water is the very prime requirement for them. Along with these aquatic animals, there are animals who live on land. Water is needed by them for drinking and for taking a bath. Now, sources of water. Where do we get water from? This is the very first question which arises in our mind. And this question is, where do we get water from? Yes, we get water from rain. Rain is the main source of water on earth. The rainwater gets collected in lakes, streams, ponds, and rivers. We also draw underground water with the help of tube wells and hand pumps, which is used for drinking. Not only rivers, ponds, and streams get water from rain, but also seas and oceans also get water from rain. But the thing is that this water is not fit for drinking. Why is it so? Yes, it is just because it's salty in taste. This water is first purified and then it is used for several purposes. When we are in need of this water, the water of seas and oceans, first we have to purify the water and then we can use it for our day-to-day purposes or several purposes. Now here comes the state of water. Since we are using water in our everyday life, so we can easily find it out that the state of water is liquid. It is solid only when we freeze it, and it is gaseous when we boil it. Along with this, water has no color, shape, smell, or taste. It is colorless, shapeless, odorless, and tasteless. It takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. Suppose we have taken a glass of water and put it in a bowl. It will not take the shape of the glass again it will take the shape of the bowl in which it is kept. Similarly, water has no color, it's colorless. If we take water in a bowl and add red color to it, it will take appear red in color just because of the color added to it. Similarly, if we add blue color to it, it will appear blue in color just because of the blue color added to it. And same with the other colors also. Water has no taste. If we take a glass of water and add a spoon of sugar to it, it will become sweet in taste. If we add salt to it, it will become salty in taste. So we can find it out that it is tasteless. So here water is liquid in state. It has no color, no shape, no smell, and no taste. Okay? Now, after understanding the chapter, you can easily find out that how water is precious to us. Without it, we cannot live. Our survival is difficult. So, what's our duty towards it? We should try to protect water from wastage. When we use water in our everyday life, we should try to avoid the wastage of water. Along with this, by planting more and more trees, we can save water. And also by building dams, by reservoirs, using reservoirs, we can save water from wastage. Now students, since the chapter is over, I would be providing you the PDF of the chapter, especially for those students who don't have books with them. Go through the PDF, and the students who are having book with them, please read the chapter, understand the chapter, and if you are having any kind of problem, you can discuss in the online classes. Your problems will be solved. Now in the next video session, I'll be providing you the exercises of this chapter. Please do those exercises in your EVS notebook, nowhere else but in the EVS notebook. Okay, now after that we will be doing the revision of the half yearly syllabus. So try to prepare yourself, work hard, study at home. Take care of yourself. Thank you.